G'day. I'm in Auckland, New Zealand, at my mate's place in Browns Bay, and he's got a 2009 Toyota Hilux that after 12 or so faithful years of service, he's decided it's time to replace. So what's he going to do? Well, we're going to take him out and see if we can get him into an EV. Let's go and have a look at the options. New Zealand is well ahead of Australia in its adoption of electric vehicles due to the tighter fuel emission standards in place there. There are more electric vehicles available off the showroom floor, and in Wellington they have one of the world's very first electric ferries in operation running across Wellington Harbour. So we're going to take a Nissan Leaf out for a test drive and also take a bit of a look at a Polestar 2. Then we'll go and see the Hyundai Ioniq 5 before we take that for a drive, and then head off to Kia and see their EV6.
Vehicles upgraded all the time. Our electric vehicles upgraded all the time. The batteries are just going to get better and better. We're seeing between minimum 200 to 500, as you were saying.
Yeah.
500s for long ranges. 300 will be fine. I mean, what kind of driving do you do on a daily?
I'm retired now, so I do overall driving. I don't know. If we wanted to go on a trip through New Zealand, I guess 300 would do it if we can go to the next charger.
Say you need to go to, I don't know, Taupo or further than Taupo, further than the range can stand. The map knows that you're going further than the range can stand, so it will set it up so that there's a point to charge along the way.
Oh, okay.
And then it will also tell you how much charge you need to get to a destination.
Really?
Yeah, so it will show a recommendation charge
smart.
point or how long it will take to fill. So the vehicle's on. You have a 5-inch display screen in here and 7-inch display screen over here. So with the camera system, when you put it into reverse, the camera
it's got like
on.
the Mazda.
So
A mate of mine's got an electric Mazda, and
Yep. So
Yeah,
it's showing
brilliant.
us a 360 image of everything around the vehicle at this time.
that's fantastic.
I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a soft beeping on the outside of the vehicle.
No, I
Obviously because the vehicle's so bloody quiet, you won't be able to hear anything. So, it's safe for people walking past, they can hear the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
And then when I put it into drive and click camera, I can see out in front of me as well. So it's good for coming out of parallel parks. If there's a vehicle over here, I can see how close I am. If I click camera one more time, I can see an image of the curb. So when I'm parallel parking the vehicle, it will actually show me what's going on.
Right.
So you can see
So
the
that's
because the alloys are bloody nice and you don't want to curb them all up. And
yeah.
everything.
I mean, that sort of thing is the sort of stuff that I need now.
Yep. And then on either mirror, there's a little light there that turns on when someone's in your blind spot.
Yep.
You have lane departure warning as well, so if you start to come out of the lane, it will vibrate.
Does it have the automatic braking if you...
Yep, so this vehicle has ProPilot 4 Assist, which is the top end of the ProPilot for Nissan. It's adaptive cruise control, so the vehicle will accelerate and brake for you. It essentially will detect the distance of the vehicle in front of you, and you can change that distance. So you can have 1 car, 2 car, 3 car.
Right.
And it will adapt to the speed of the vehicle in front of you. So let's say you're on the motorway and the vehicle in front of you is doing 100 kilometers. This car will brake and accelerate to how fast the vehicle is. So I'm driving without the e-pedal and the economy mode's on at the moment, so I'm getting about 294 and it's not recharging the battery. It's a little bit better and the Polestar a little bit better, but you're spending 5 to 10 to 15 grand more depending on spec. So I'll put the e-pedal on, so you don't have to stop the vehicle or do anything, you just click e-pedal and then echo. So now I get to drive with 1 foot, so my foot's on the accelerator at the moment. As soon as I take my foot off the accelerator, the vehicle begins to brake and it recharges the battery.
Okay.
So by turning on e-pedal in economy mode, I went from 294 kilometers to 310 kilometers.
Okay.
So you do get a bit more charge quite instantly.
All right. So that braking, how do you determine how much you brake? Because when you brake yourself, you will take your foot off and you'll lightly tap the brake or heavier tap it depending on how much you're moving.
So you'll still use the brake. Like, the thing is, it's easy to drive with 1 foot, so I'm slightly taking my foot off. It's not accelerating now, and it's already braking. That's fully off.
Yeah.
That's slightly back on. So,
okay.
so it will, depending on how heavy
see.
your foot is on the accelerator.
Right, so it detects the lightness of your foot on the accelerator.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. So if I was just to completely take my foot off right now, it would be like I'm slamming on the brakes.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So.
You do find after a while, I find on the Tesla, that you can pretty well drive just with one pedal. You just use the accelerator as a variable speed rather than a speed on, speed off, and use your brake like you would in your petrol car. So you sort of come up to a stoplight, and I like to give myself the challenge of let the gas off and see if I can stop without touching the brakes. Yeah.
I literally have just started doing that within the last 2 days.
Yeah, and it's surprising. They say that the brake pads, can last 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, you save the brake pads. Big time, and your discs and everything, because you're not using them.
Does it come with electric windows, or is it the wind down sort?
All electric. The car's electric. The windows are electric.
The windows are coal fired.
Are they?
They're nicely finished, aren't they? I like the
so
leather work and the
it's a
stitching.
leather on canvas.
Yeah.
They're heated seats. They're not electric, but they are heated seats. The rear seats are also heated.
Okay.
And the steering wheel is heated as well.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
I guess the other question is, if I was to look at, what's the availability on when you go and
I have
get them?
stock right now.
Really? So you have stock at the moment?
I have stock right this second, yes.
Gee.
Any colour, any range. Yeah.
Oh.
That's pretty good, because a lot of cars are 6 or 9 months, 12 months waiting list on them.
Well, they say 480, but for your driving in New Zealand, honestly, it would be about 430.
And has that got the glass roof? And it has
full
too.
glass roof, so this is completely optioned. It usually comes factory without a glass roof, just standard. And then you can add electric seats, and there's a hell of a lot of different things you can add. So I'll take you around to the driver's side of the vehicle.
Yeah. Okay.
So, looking inside the vehicle, the interior of the Polestar from factory is entirely vegan. No leather is used in its range. So you get between 400 kilowatts to 530 kilowatts, depending on what.
No, but
So
you're starting to build.
he's already a Tesla man.
I'm Steve.
Damien, nice to meet you, mate.
So he's already a Tesla man, and all he does is talk EVs and electric and everything else. And my car is I'm sort of looking and just sort of, and I know that I have an emotional switch that when it goes up, you know what it's like. I think most people.
You get something that tips you over. Obviously, has a nice, good 5-star safety rating, and the influence from Volvo, because obviously Polestar used to be part of Volvo, has been really big. So the base safety
Because
features.
Volvo were known as the safest car in the world at one
Well,
point.
yeah, they invented the seatbelt, so Now the seats do fold down completely as well, so 40-60 split.
Yep.
So in terms of increasing the cabin space,
It's huge, isn't it?
Flat.
yeah, relatively quite flat.
Oh, that's not bad, is it? And this would, can you pop that up if you
Yeah,
want?
so this can be removed as well.
Okay, you don't have to remove it, but I see what
Yeah,
you're
that
saying.
can be released and then
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
opening an entire cabin.
Yeah.
So this has a semi-electric fitted, so release button,
Oh, what?
pops it out.
Hey, enough of a gadget for you? I like that. That's
I
good.
like
So it gets stored underneath magnetically, halted into place. So this has, our cars have 1500 kilo rated.
So is this only on the upper model?
No, you can put it. So that's a semi-electric European style, and we also can do the removable tongue box section Kiwi style, where the tongue is
Oh, I
obviously
think
removable. But a lot of people opt for this. But this is popular because of that feature. Because you can hide it away.
That's-
Nothing that adapts to a 7-pin Australasian.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice.
Pilot light pack, which is our base pack.
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Does it,
Looks good.
does it do like...
Long range because they tend to have range anxiety. And they really think that 70 kilometers east of the range is crucial.
I'm into the...
Yeah, they are quite heavy. But they're very sturdy, and you don't really notice the weight of the car when driving. I think that's quite the crucial part on these vehicles.
No engine, so you can put extra stuff in here.
And you've got that in the back as well. So
Yeah, tons of space. Do the Polestars come with a spare wheel, or are they?
No, so usually come with a puncture repair kit, which
Yeah.
slides up here.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So that's
oh right, yeah,
so. Every Polestar comes with a 3-pin
okay,
emergency charge cable. So the benefit of this
Yep.
is it can just go into the wall. So
Yep.
you just need a 3-pin plug. That is our slowest form of charging. 30 to 36 hours full charging. So about a day and a half.
okay,
But the main purpose is designed emergency if you need charging overnight.
Yep.
Anywhere from 50 to 90 kilometres added on range, which is equates to that.
no what?
These have got some pretty good reviews, these ones. Yeah, look at the door handles.
Oh, that's very
Ding ding.
Tesla truck design, isn't it? You know, the big square things.
You reckon?
Which gives you massive room at the back. You're going. Just have a seat.
One of the, can you put a tow bar on that?
Of course.
Okay.
It tells you one seat at the back all the way
Yep.
through, and just wait.
Still heaps of room, yeah.
Yeah, it's spacious, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's a long wheelbase car. It's a combination of 3 Hyundais, which is Palisade with like a Santa Fe and a height like a Tucson. So actually set up the visuals. You can set up the visuals as per your eyes as well.
Yep.
So what you can do is when you put the car on, you've got black layout
Yep.
here. You can actually go to settings. You can go to theme layout. You can change it to white if you want.
Okay. But where I'm looking at, what about when you're reversing back? Does it have the camera things around?
It's a full. I'm just going to put it in reverse. Just leave it. Press the brake.
Yep. Okay. Right.
And that's drive and that's parking. It's a great visuals with the camera. So it's full HD. That
Yep.
when it goes from green, yellow, and red
Right.
closer to the car.
Okay.
Yeah. Then it comes in a bigger battery range, which is 83990, which is 404 kilometers. So just for $4,000 extra, you get a bigger battery. Pleasure, sir.
He'll end up buying a car.
Oh, I'm like, Ioniq 5s are around 4 to 6 months wait.
Oh,
Your grand deposit back, fully refundable, and we allocate that car to someone else
yeah.
because there are massive
Waiting. Yeah.
Yeah.
for Ioniq 5s. So I'll tell you advantages of Ioniq 5s. Ioniq 5 is a heavier car than most of the EVs out there.
Right.
This is over 2.2 ton car.
Right.
Very heavy on the road, and also it holds the road really well.
Right.
The amount of features it has got is absolutely fantastic. It will always tell you what is the nearest station in the whole country. It has
So, yeah.
when you got a vehicle, you can set up the whole vehicle as per you. You don't like the driver assist, you don't like that, it will tell you the nearest cameras ahead. You don't like to listen to that, you can set up the whole vehicle the way you like.
Right.
You can set up 2 different profiles, one for you, one for your wife. You can set up the buttons, the radio stations, the climate as per your profile. She can set up as
So
per
you can
her
hit a
profile.
one touch and it goes to it all.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. So if she ends up driving it, then
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So you've got full internal air circulation, automatic winds, automatic defog options, auto dehumidify feature.
Wow. Okay.
You name it, it's got everything. Then you've got your radar cruise control, you've got your auto headlights, auto wipers, auto high beam,
Yep.
3 different drive modes. We'll drive it on eco, just a normal one. Very easy gearbox, just one top drive, reverse, and when you stop, you can just press this and it will go to park.
Okay. I love gizmos coming from the computer side as well.
So once you put it on the radar cruise control, you've got your lane assist feature. It's like in auto drive mode. It knows the car following. I'm not touching the brakes.
Yeah.
It will keep you in the lane. It's very
Right.
stable.
Yep.
It will not let you go out of the lane.
Right. Okay.
It will pull you back like you go, and then it will pull you back like that. And
So would this model of car have the capability to transition into autonomous driving?
yes, in future. So currently it's not recommended as per New Zealand roads because we don't have straight roads.
Right.
We are a volcanic island.
Right.
Everything is up and down the hill.
Is upgradable,
It's
downloadable,
auto. Yeah, it's just a software.
like similar to the Tesla.
Correct.
So it's over the air.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'll have to give this one a good look over on YouTube.
So you will see it has got cameras here,
Yep.
and it follows that car. What it does is it picks up the width of the car, height of the car, weight of the car,
Yep.
and then you can measure the distance, and then the steering
Which
it
is,
will tell you. Yeah.
so it is semi-autonomous. Pretty can't even
So
say
like
it then.
while I'm driving, I'll put it on auto cruise channel. I can have a conversation with you. I don't
Yep.
need to worry about a car in the front because that's an advantage.
Yeah.
We can hold a conversation, especially when you're going for a long drive.
You can feel the weight of the car, the way it sits on the road, can't you? It feels like
It's very
a-
sturdy. Yeah.
Then you change it to different drive modes, and you'll feel the difference again. So normal, you'll feel a bit of difference in suspension.
Yeah, I felt that.
Yeah, and then
Does it have parking, like you can say park a metre away from it and it'll do that?
so the park assist comes in a limited model only.
Okay,
That's 112,000 orders.
right.
There are different features, and at the end of the day, what you pay for. This is a base model, which is
Yep.
eligible for the rebate. So you go 360
Yep.
view of parking. So when you go closer to the objects, it will beep, of course, and then
Right.
it will go green, yellow, red.
Oh, okay, so it does that on that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but it doesn't give you the camera thing.
No,
Around
not
it.
in this model.
Right, not in this model, but the next one does.
Yeah. So
Google's
you can use
been
this.
sending me in the wrong direction.
Yeah, so you can use this just like your phone,
Yep,
like your touchscreen phone,
yep.
the way you like. It's pretty. So this screen you should just consider as you're using an Android or Apple phone.
Yep.
And it has got dual screen display.
All works. Yeah.
You name it.
God, I'll be in the car for 2 hours without driving. Just playing with all the features.
Yes.
The GT line can tow 1.6 tons.
Okay. Right, and what's this? This is
This is a long range.
long range one. Okay. And it's 86.
This one here is 84.
84, that's not bad. High on it, yeah. And look, it feels very similar.
They're built all in the same factories. Like
Oh, okay.
all the running gear, most of the chassis and everything is very similar. The same length basically, but this has just got different styling. So it's got different. It's all put together a little bit differently.
Yep.
Oh, that would explain it.
Okay.
I like that center console's pretty nifty, isn't it? Look at
Yeah,
that.
it looks awesome. One of the things I like is anything that makes the job easier in driving, and I love the 3D down view camera thing, which Ioniq never had.
This one doesn't have that either.
Doesn't it? Because that to me, I thought, you've got all the elite.
This is a reversing camera and front and rear parking sensors, but
It's got the same flashy thing.
this one trumps the lift out of the Ioniq and the
That's a
Polestar.
really nice looking car. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah, it's quite large.
And obviously the seats fold down, I expect. Yeah.
Down from here.
Great.
Yeah, they did a tuning setup before the car came out. So basically, you have they brought the car over, got the suspension and the motor tested in the environment of the Australian roads, which is reasonably translatable to the New Zealand roads.
Okay.
So they did a much better job of honing in the way it drives. Amazing.
So out of all the ones we've seen so far, what one hits your hot buttons?
It's an interesting dilemma, you know, because if money was just like no object, if you didn't have to worry about what they cost, then I think I'd say to myself, well, right now the Polestar looks nicer. I love that towing capacity, the automatic tow bar built in.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was good. And the general sort of style and finish made me feel like it was a good, solid quality car. I guess coming from a Volvo subsidiary, you know. But then that Ioniq, that's a truck on. That's an SUV truck. That thing, that's like a 2-ton machine, but with a big capacity battery.
Yeah.
That thing could tow. You could tow a caravan with that. So I think it's got the muscle. It's got the pulling power. Maybe it's a little bit boxy compared to the styling of the Polestar, but access was easy. Getting in the back seat, I could just slip straight in, whereas with the Polestar, I really had to duck my head down to get in the back seat.
You know, the thing that that I would find hard on the one we just looked at,
Yeah,
what's it called?
the Ioniq.
Ioniq,
Yeah.
on the Ioniq, is I am a real fan of the 3D vision from above when you're
Oh yeah,
manoeuvring.
Yep.
Because I don't trust myself after having the Hilux and knowing what an effort it is to get it in a car park with big tow bars and everything else.
Yep.
I really do like that visual from the top down, and it didn't have it. It had the old 3D,
Yeah.
you know, the old, and to me that just sort of took the glamour away.
Yeah. I guess it did. Yeah, maybe they
It's
just,
only one feature.
Yeah. I guess if they just need to refine that software a bit. But look, I tell you what, sorry to interrupt, but I was just going to say, with the Nissan Leaf, the first one we had a look at, I was surprisingly impressed.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be like an entry-level vehicle that maybe suffered from the reputation of the early Nissan Leafs, which was short-ranged and I don't think were that high performance. But boy, it's really come on. That thing could compete really in terms of a transport system with any of those that we've seen today, or even the Tesla.
Yeah, and it was nice looking too.
Yeah, and it was.
It's a
It's
good
pretty,
looking car.
pretty good looking. Yeah.